Okay, so basically, if you're interested in buying this currency, I already made a guide in like a few hours ago. So for that one, do check the pinned comment. I've left a link to it because the process is a bit annoying, especially if you're someone who hasn't purchased crypto before at all. But yeah, on this one, I'm mostly gonna be talking about my thoughts of the whole mileage currency. And let me start it by saying this way. I actually think this is a very good thing for the game. Now, the problem with that is that people usually associate, like when they hear crypto or play to earn, they instantly associate it with something that is a scam, something that is a fraud. Yeah. Uh, I mean, it took me a lot of time to figure out how to purchase the whole crypto thing. But once you purchase it once, like if you stock up some tokens, personally, I think it's a pretty good thing because look at it this way. Pay to win already exists in the game, right? You can buy plenty of packs. Those packs will definitely give you way, way more progress than any other free to play means of obtaining items could. And you can just buy insane amount of scrolls, insane amount of crystals, all of that. So uh, you can't make an argument that play to win doesn't exist. It already does. Now, the good thing with mileage is the mileage has certain items. Currently, it only has like scrolls and maximization marbles. The cool thing about that is you are still able to obtain mileage even if you are a free to play player. So, uh, differently from packs, where some packs you are only able to buy with IRL money, let's say something like a transmog for your monster, right? Uh, there is literally no way to obtain a transmog for a monster apart from paying with real life cash. Whereas if that transmog was added to the mileage shop, it will take you some time. You will lose out on the scrolls or the marble that you have, but you will be able to get it eventually. So I feel like even if it's slow, as long as the way to obtain an item is there, it's better than regular free to play. So in that regard, I would say this is better. Now, what I wanna talk about is the amount of tokens that you get because I've purchased a bit. I invested, well, it's hard to say invested, probably like wasted spent, right? But yeah, basically, I spent like close to 10 euros, which was like $11 on it. And the amount of mileage I got is actually insane. So if we look at the xpla price right now, it's actually been rising steadily since yesterday, ever since people started using it. But if you look at the overall graph, it's really not doing too well at the moment. Hopefully it picks up a bit as people start using it. But if you look at the amount that you can get, so let's say one XPLA token is around 20, let's round it up, 29 USD cents, right? Now, based on the yesterday's exchange rate that I did, I managed to get one XPLA exchanged for 1,607, or rather 1,647 Cilium. So this is like their inner currency for a lot of different games, yeah? Like XPLA is their token, Xilium is their currency Comtuos wide, and mileage is their currency in Chronicles, right? So Cilium you can change for any other game in there, like, uh, or was it Cilium? No, it was XPLA that you can change. I don't know. It's like this whole crypto thing is so confusing. I literally sat there for 2-3 hours just trying to understand how to do these things, right? But yeah, I don't know if this is a constant rate or if this one fluctuates, but this is the rate that I exchanged at yesterday. Now from the exchanging we did on the forums, I worked out that 0.59 Cilium equals one mileage. So from there, we can sort of make out a real life cost of everything. So if you look at the current mileage shop to buy out every single item, you will need 4,800 mileage, right? Now, if we calculate how much mileage you can get from either XPLA tokens or USD tokens, first of all, we check how much mileage you can get with XPLA. So you get 1.647 thousand Cilium but we can divide it by 0.59 because you get that amount of psyllium per 1 mileage. So with 1 xpla, you are essentially able to get close to 2.8 thousand mileage. Now, to get 4.8 thousand mileage, you will essentially need to divide 4,800 by 279 and 1. So this means that in order to get all of the items in the shop, you need approximately 1.72 xpla tokens. So if we look at the current price of 29 USD, this pretty much means that you are able to buy out the whole mileage shop for a total of 50 USD cents. Yes, that is correct. 50 USD cents for 20 mystical scrolls, 2 legendary scrolls, 1 reset marble, and 2 maximization marbles. Now, for any even low spender, this is insane value, and I do recommend that if you do plan on spending in the game, this is probably the best packs to do so. I would say this is even more efficient than the Summoner Pass, if that's even possible to think about, right? Because Summoner Pass has so much value for its price. And this definitely has way more value. So you can stock up on mileage, you can stock up on xpla, you can stock up on psyllium, like whichever one you hold is gonna work out. Keep in mind that the more people trade it, the higher the price will rise. So be careful of that. Don't try to trade it if it's like $10 or something. That's a bit of a stretch. But yeah, honestly, I feel like this is a good thing because most of the packs in the game are super expensive, right? Most of the packs are super expensive, especially if you check the items that you get. So having access to these cheap items, I would say for the spenders, they will continue spending, so that will really not impact your game much. For the low spenders, this sort of gives access to cheaper items, which will allow them to catch up to those big spenders. Not fully, but at least take these higher steps to catch up. So for that continent of people, I feel like it's a good thing. For free-to-play players, I wouldn't recommend selling your mileage. You are still able to get some free mileage by watching those annoying ads, but you still get mileage, a little bit of mileage per day, and you still get all of the items basically from their shop. You have access to items, like you're not able to buy all of them, but you have access to them. So overall, I feel like mileage, this whole crypto thing, I wish it wasn't crypto. Like I hate this whole crypto stuff, but once you get a hang of it, once you set up your accounts to buy it and all of that, it's a really decent purchase. Again, this is probably not the final shop. We're probably gonna see more items in the mileage shop added soon. But overall, I feel like this is a good thing. I mean, first of all, having packs that free-to-play players can access is always better than just straight up locking items behind packs without any access to them for free-to-play players, especially stuff like transmogs. You can buy some transmogs from the professions or like guild shop. It's just not enough. The cool transmogs, the super cool transmogs, are usually locked behind packs. So if they start using this mileage shop more rather than the whole regular IRL cash shop, I'd say this is a pretty big win for the game. But yeah, hope you enjoyed. This was just sort of like a rambling episode of what can we call it? Farmer talks, right? And yeah, more gameplay videos coming soon, and peace.